Taurus, and welcome to your May 2018 general reading. Just give me a minute, Taurus, till I look at your cards. Your additional guidance card is TikTok. So there's something to do with timing. Maybe you're trying to make something happen. Maybe there's a desire to manifest something, to make something happen. But this TikTok will make more sense as we go along. But you enter May with two cards, the Tower card and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Tower card, most of you know, is that aha moment. It's an awakening. Maybe there's been some change. Maybe this Queen has come into your life, okay? It's not gender specific. Even in my private readings, I don't read gender specific, okay? But maybe this Queen has entered into your life, or there's been a change in job, a change in your home life, something to do with either an earth sign person or the very tangible parts of your life. There's been some radical shifting around the earth element. So what you most want is the Chariot, okay? So the Chariot is a vehicle, it's about forward motion, it's about propelling your life into a new chapter. That's what the Chariot means, okay? I'll come back to the cards as I go along, because I'm not getting, with some readings, I get an instant picture, and I'm not picking that up here with you yet. Now this card represents your protector card, so it's the energy that's looking after you this month, and you've got the Judgment card. This is the card of rebirth, basically. It's that energy of second chances, feeling like you've got a gift of new life, a gift of new hope. It's like you've been in this dark cave. You know, sometimes we go through life, we're just surviving, we're just getting by, and then the Judgment card comes in. We receive these divine blessings, and they bring to us this gift of joy, of new life, and of emotional prosperity. Absolutely beautiful card to have. And this is the energy that's looking after you all month. So I think it's definitely going to be quite a light, quite joyful month for you. Your challenge is the Five of Cups, and I'm going to clarify that. Why is that a challenge for you? The Five of Cups can represent missing someone. It can represent disappointment, which is interesting because you've got the Hierophant in your relationship house, and the Ace of Cups has just showed up. So the Ace of Cups is about a new emotional chapter. Maybe some Taurus are having problems getting a love interest off the ground. Okay, maybe things are too slow. That's why you want the Chariot. That's why you want this forward motion. But the fact of Five of Cups is your challenge card, means there might be a very slow energy, because the Ace of Cups has showed up to show it, and the Ace is a new emotional chapter. Again, it's that timing factor, because look at the planet's alignment, and the TikTok's your additional guidance card. So there's something to do with timing and love going on here. Now what I find tends to happen is when we get into the Five of Cups energy, and a lot of the other more challenging tarot cards, it represents things not happening in the timing we want it to happen. So we start to believe it's never going to happen, and we start to go into emotional and mental, not depression, but sadness, okay? Rather than trusting in the overriding picture of destiny, that everything's happening in the right time. It's okay, Taurus, I get the same as well. It can be very, very frustrating, but there's definitely a message about waiting, because what's protecting you is this new energy, this new beautiful force that's coming into your life. I'm going to pull you some more cards, okay? In your relationship house, you've got the Hierophant, you've got your own card. Very, very, again, very slow energy though, but very, very stable. But very slow. Some of you might be getting married, by the way. The Hierophant can represent marriage. But there's something about timing going on here. Yeah, because the Hanged Man just came up. Not everyone's favourite card, the Hanged Man. It's that waiting energy, which is what I'm picking up with the Five of Cups and the Ace of Cups and the timing card. So this could represent in loads and loads of different angles. Maybe your relationships, that if you've got an existing one, isn't in the best possible place. Your needs aren't being met, so you feel a little bit down. Or maybe there's been a new relationship contact made and the two of you's coming together into union is a little bit of an issue. Now this seems to be a little bit of a theme, by the way, for an awful lot of the signs. So very, very interesting, Taurus. We'll have to look out for the relationship readings, hopefully out next week, and the weeklies to see how this picture is unfolding. But when we go into waiting time, it can be an area where we fall into quite painful stories, but it's up to you if you use that time to change and transform or stay in that limbo state. Around money and work, you've got the Magician. So this is about manifestation, manifesting new jobs, new businesses. Very, very good energy to have in your money house. Now don't forget, the Magician comes in, energy comes through the crown chakra, in through the body and through the hands. So you need to be an empty vessel, okay? You need to have this openness to receive when the Magician turns up. So don't spend too much time in that Five of Cups energy because it clogs your system. Things happen when they're ready to happen, Taurus, and I say that only with total compassion because it can be difficult to have to wait. In your soul house, you've got the Nine of Discs. This is the Alone and Loving It card. This is someone who is taking time to enjoy the flowers, taking time to enjoy what they've built around them, the very earthy, very tangible parts of their life. One of my favourite cards, because it's got a peaceful quality around it of someone who's enjoying their own being. They're not, even though the Five of Cups is over it, they're both minor arcanas. So you're not staying stuck in a difficult energy. You're in this Judgment and Magician, and you're sort of celebrating what you have built. Okay, you might have to keep working and plugging along with this month. I'm going to pull you some more cards because your outcome is first of all the Three of Wands and then the Ace of Swords. So the Three of Wands can be a waiting card, waiting for news. You could be waiting on news around this Five of Cups. Okay, I think for some of you there's been new love come in. I really, really do. You want to move it forward and there's delays, or if it's an existing relationship, it's maybe not in its greatest form and you're still waiting for more clarity. And then the Ace of Swords, which is clarity, clear sight, a gift of vision, decision making, knowing the way forward. The aces are always gifts. We don't always like them because we have this vision. So there can be a little bit of a waiting game for some of you. You're waiting to hear from people, but I think it's definitely about love. So I want to pull you another card, actually, especially around what's going on around these three cards. Yeah, the King of Swords. Okay, So the King of Swords in his negative can be someone who cuts. Okay, he can be, the most negative side of the King of Swords is someone who's very emotionally cut off. Okay, so he uses that sword to control people. That's the most negative side. In the most positive side, it's about seeing the bigger picture, Taurus. And I don't know quite what's going on for you here, but there's something going on that's to do with love. All your needs not being totally fulfilled in your emotional nature. But it seems to be more about letting something evolve. Maybe detach a little bit, Taurus. So be that, detach a little bit so you can still enjoy the really powerful and peaceful cards that you do have. So you can allow this Five of Cups to sort itself out, because the Five of Cups is going to result in a victory. The Six of Wands, success. So what I'm seeing is success being assured, but there seems to be a process involved in May of waiting for this victory. And the need to maybe take a step back and detach a little bit to allow this bigger picture to unfold. Okay, Taurus, you got the most complicated reading so far. It's complex when love is combined and the Judgment is combined with the Five of Cups, because they're both quite different energies, but the most powerful is the Major and the Ace. But you've been asked to be patient, and none of us like being patient. Okay, Taurus, so look out for the relationship readings, hopefully by next week. Okay, loads of love. Bye.